It's Chris from 2NE1 USA, and this is K-pop happenings. It's things going on with K-pop that I want to talk about. I got a couple things, and one is I went to Block B concert in Queens, New York with my kids. It was great, 7th row, and my son's pretty short, I'm short. And like a Big Bang, I have to hold him up sometimes. Infinite, I had to hold him up at this one. We were 7th row, and then you would sit down a lot, and then you would stand up, and he could always see, and he was sitting there doing this at the concert, and we got to sit down a lot. The Block B concert sometimes felt like a game show. I think I knew every single song that they sang, and I love them. The best song... A lot of times at these concerts, the best ones I like are the slow songs because they touch my heart. So the best one at the Block B was a slow song, but I can't remember the name of it. And I said to my daughter, I go, is this action? Because they have a song, Block B, that goes A-C-T-I-O, and it spells the action. She said it isn't, so I wonder what it is. The other thing is, on my video that I taped, I taped it, and then I taped the whole concert, but this is the longest, like, I let the camera run. There was a 47-minute footage that it wasn't on my camera when I was done, so I'm just like, I'm never doing long ones again. I try to have it going. So the whole second half of the concert, I'm like this, for nothing. For nothing. So after the concert, they had people who went through a line, and I guess they were behind a table, and they signed the posters. They came back, and then it was the high touch. And with the high touch, so the concert was like an hour and 40 minutes probably, and it was a quick concert because I guess they call it a showcase. But then it took until so it ended at 8:35. I don't even think we did the high touch until 10, but it was so surreal. You sit there, and the thing is, me and my son were in the VIP room to use the guys' room before, so I already knew the room. But we're just about to, we were exiting the stadium because in D.C. they did it different. They did it on the stage. This was all behind the scenes. So in D.C., in New York, Queens, you're sitting there, and then there's security ladies, and they're like, no phones, no phones. So you put the phones away. And then you turn around the corner, and they're all right there. Block B. And it was just like, are you serious? They're right here. And Zico's the only one I really know the name. I know you got the B-Bomb, and then you got the other ones, but Zico's the one I know. And the first one, he goes like this. He's got his hand right up, and he's like, and it gives me the 5, and you go through, and it happens so fast. And then Zico, I put my hand out, and I shake his hand, and then I put my hand on his other hand, and I go, State of Maine loves you. And because I had the opportunity to do it. And he looked me right in the face, and he hit, let's say there was 3,000 people there, which it might even be pushing it for the New York one. They looked like they were like, like, they're like, we saw so many people, we have no clue what you're saying. It felt like. And then my daughter had so then when it was done, my daughter was kind of awestruck, so she never gave the t-shirt to one of the guys that she was going to give the shirt to. So we gave it to like a security person to the side. Maybe they'll end up getting it. So after touching or handshaking or whatever, my first K-pop star, and for my kids. And don't forget that the New York one, like 30 fans went back into the high touch line. So they cut it off, so the last couple sections never got the high touch. Oh, I would have been so ballistic. I mean, we paid a lot of money for the 7th row / high touch. I'm just so lucky. It would have been a nightmare if we did not get to do it. We were so looking forward to that moment. And but after touching them, What did I get out of it? I got out of it that they just seem like regular people. I mean, I've seen some famous people, like the Today Show in America. I shake their hands and stuff, and I've met people. But after seeing it, I'm just like, they're just like regular people. There's part of me that takes the K-pop people and puts them up on a pedestal. That I sit there and I am like, I idolize them. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's not. But guess what? It brings enjoyment in my life. And in the end, they're just people with talent. And that's what I got out of it, meeting them. And it was so much fun. This channel is 2NE1 USA. And Bomb is who I want to meet. Like, I want, like, one-on-one. That would be, if you want to know the ultimate goal of this channel, it'd be that. That would be the moment. And nothing's impossible. And guess what? 20 years from now, I'll still be trying. I'll still be here with the channel. Even if it's slower uploads. And after 20 years, maybe she'll be ready. So that's the ultimate goal, but now I feel I've moved forward. Zico, did you guys like Zico? I'm telling you, Twitter is so much fun. I love Twitter, especially TweetDeck. It gives me a little bit more power. And so when the Block B concert was done in New York, I talked to people who were in the DC one and then the Florida one. So if you can't go to a concert, but you want to enjoy it, talk to the people there. You tweet them. They're there, and they'll tweet you back. You get to experience it. To me, I enjoy it, but maybe it's my personality, and your personality might be different. So a couple other quick things. One is I listened to the Maroon 5 new song, Maps, and in the song he goes, ooh, ooh, something like that in the middle of it. And it keeps making me think of orange caramel lipstick song, but it doesn't. But when I listen to it doesn't sound the same. But it takes me right out of the Maroon 5 song, and it brings me right into K-pop. So as an American, I'm like, wait a minute. He's sounding like K-pop here. Just wondering if anyone else has experienced what I've experienced. And the other thing is, for the people who watch this, and what's fun is when I go to concerts, I always see people who know the YouTube site, this one. And again, at this concert, I got to meet someone who recognized it. But I'm a big fan of Instagram. Every single day I'm on Instagram. I love it. And I think it gives you closeness to these people. And I'm friends with people like in Korea who I just chose them because there was someone else. Like they were in someone else's picture. And the people I like, they only get like 12 likes. I don't care. It's fun to... I don't know. I guess it's an escape from my life to watch other people's lives. Like Jeremy Scott, the designer, I'm now following him. He's a lot of fun, and I follow people who get very little likes on the Instagram, and next thing I know, I see them in a national commercial, and it's interesting. But for the people who watch this channel, because this is 2NE1 USA, probably like YG, and I'm a big fan of YG. And one of the problems is sometimes I get so caught up in my life that I'm not following the stories enough to know what drama is going on in K-pop, because part of what I talk about is a little bit of the drama, and the other part is the experience. So I found this Instagram that I wanted to share the account, and I don't talk to them or anything. I'm just, for someone who's a K-pop fan who likes YG Entertainment, might like this one. And it's called YG Confessions. And so there's someone, they just keep on posting all these stories. This one talks about in the Hangover video, there's some group called Crazy, or the one before that, I've never heard of them, but they said that they were in that video. So, I don't know anything. So, I'm just telling you, when I'm looking through, there's so many YG stories in someone's opinion, and I'm always looking for someone's opinion to listen and compare to mine. And, my only other concept is I just get stuck in YouTube and I just keep watching videos. I have to give credit to 4 Minute for the what's poppin'. All these videos I can't even follow them. There's so many of them. I could just play them in a cycle and go again and again and again. I think their last 3 or 4 were just perfect, and they all kind of like are colorful, have like their little story and the dancing, and they almost seem similar. They're so beautiful. I enjoy that. Tierra, I'm watching a lot of them, and I love the subgroup Tierra 4, and Crayon Pop. I can just keep going on a cycle. Like they got 3 or 4, and I just keep listening to them. So. Of course, I like girl groups more. My daughter likes the guy groups. And what's good about that is that stabilizes. Like, if I'm just sitting here talking about girl groups all the time, we're in trouble. I mean, you got to keep it balanced. So, like, today when I'm driving, you know, the radio is like, whatever, commercials. I'll just sit there and I'll pop in the DVD, and I got 6 of them. One's all Block B, another one's Big Bang, some is a mix. And I could just sit there, song after song of the guy songs, and I love them too. So I'm just telling you, there's tons of K-pop out there, and I think that over the last year, there's been some really, really good stuff. On that YG Confessions, they criticized some of the 2NE1 songs that came out that they didn't like as much, and you know, when I go back to the Can't Nobody on 2NE1, I just love that. I just love the outfits and everything going on. And so then, it's 2NE1, then they come out with some, I'm just like, I don't know. But I feel like they're coming on really strong now. Their image is a little more, I think, relaxed. But there just seems like there's momentum right now with 2NE1. It seems like if they're just going and going, and I think they're in Tokyo last I saw. And so I just keep following them. I'm like, come to America, but I will wait. And so those are my thoughts. K-pop happenings. What are you thinking about? Share your thoughts. I have so many other ideas for this website. I can't even share them in this one. I mean, we'll call it's in the research and development. And I think I might be able to pull off something that no other YouTube K-popper is doing. I'm pointing over there. So just keep watching and listening. And if you like it, subscribe. If you didn't, thanks for coming. See ya.